So before this video starts, I want everybody to know that these are my opinions. Everything I say is about my life. Some people may think, oh, this young man has it all figured out. No, I don't have it all figured out. But I do have my mindset made up on a lot of things. One thing is love. Now, what is love? Love is something that cannot be explained. Love, I was saying this, typed it in my notes one day. Love is like one of the traits that almost every single human in this world can have in them. Me here in America, black kid, 20 years old, in North Carolina, in school, I could have love for somebody. Somebody in China, somebody in Russia, somebody in North Korea. I have no idea what their age could be, no idea what they're doing in life. They can still have love for somebody else. Love is such a strong thing that it has, in my opinion, it has not like a specific definition. Let me see what the definition of love is. Let's pull it up together. As a noun, an intense falling of deep affection. The second definition is a great interest and pleasure in something. And then the verb is feel deep affection for someone in parentheses, and then the second verb is like or enjoy very much. See, love is such a complicated thing that the definitions are simple. When something is too complicated to explain, the definitions, textbook definitions in my opinion, are going to be simple. One of the biggest disagreements I've always disagreed with everybody else with is love is hard. I completely disagree with that. You have to fight for love, you have to do this, you have to do that for love. In my opinion, 100%, I believe that love is easy. A lot of people base love on what they've seen, right? If somebody grew up in a house with two parents who are always arguing, on and on, getting into this, getting into that, I believe that their definition of love is going to be different than someone else's version of love who may have grown up in a two-parent household. The parents communicated effectively. They never seen the parents get loud with each other. They seen the parents act like adults towards each other. They seen the parents love each other in healthy ways. People's definition of love is based off their experiences. Now, the people around me, my family, my mom and dad, my stepmother, my stepfather, all of them, I feel like I've seen love in great ways in my life. I feel like I've taught myself different versions of love as well, because when you're a kid, you have no choice but to learn from the people that you're around the most. And when you get older, then you have that choice to kind of branch off, learn yourself, or just stick to your roots. Me, myself, I stick to my roots, but at the same time, I also feed myself. I feed myself more, you feel me? So I will say that I think that I've had plenty, my aunt and uncles, all of that, I've had plenty good versions of love around me. But when I say love is easy, what do I mean? Now, the mindset, in my opinion, the mindset of the older generation, the mindset of not my parents' generation, but I believe the mindset of the generation before my parents, so my grandparents' generation, and some of their offsprings are kind of in between my generation and their own generation, if that makes sense. So it's grandparents, mom and dad, and then me, right? Parents are in the middle. I'm right here, grandparents right here. You got some parents who have that grandparent mindset, and some parents who are thinking with millennials or Gen Z, whatever. I think I'm Gen Z. I'm pretty sure I'm Gen Z. There's some who are in between. Y'all, so like I didn't even plan to put that picture right there in the middle and point directly to what I was talking about. Like I didn't even plan ahead for that. I just placed the picture right there while I'm editing. I realized I pointed to the exact groups that I was talking about. I'm just good at what I do. Carry on. But I believe the older generation, they think you have to struggle for everything. And now I believe this can also tie back to slavery. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's a whole different conversation. But a lot of black people, a lot of minorities, we've always struggled just in the past, just because of how we were brought to this country. Struggle is something that's common for us. And I believe we start to apply that to a lot of things. Now, I don't care about anybody else's opinions when it comes to this video. This is just me speaking my mind and me informing the people who want to be informed, or entertaining the people who want to be entertained. But this is just my mindset on love. I believe that people think in order to be in a successful relationship, in order to have a bond with somebody, you have to argue, you have to fight, you have to disagree 24/7. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to go through a heartbreak in order to get the correct love. But no, I think it's way simpler than that. This morning around 8 o'clock, I woke up and seen a video on Twitter, and it made me want to make this video right away. Here it goes.
I don't feel like relationships should be hard. Why should I have to work hard to be with somebody I don't have to be with? You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a hard thing for us to get along. It shouldn't be a hard thing for us to make each other happy. And if we have to work hard at being together, we probably just shouldn't be together. You don't work hard to be friends with your homeboys. Y'all either fuck with each other, y'all don't. So why I gotta work hard to be friends with this bitch? We don't get along. But like I said,
I completely agree with what he said. Some of the things he said may have been flawed, but when you're just talking in the moment, anything you say can be flawed. I believe that you can be in a relationship with someone. I believe that you can have a bond with someone and the love be easy. Why do people think that you have to go through all this to have love, right? Somebody made a great example in the reply. If you have a car, it takes you to A and B, right? Sometimes you have to get it repaired, you gotta get new tires, gotta fill it up with gas. Correct. But once it gets to a point to where that car is breaking down, that car is being a burden on you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get a new car. Yes, comparing humans to relationship with a car is completely different, but it's the analogy, right? If I feel like if I love someone, if I have loved someone, if I want to be in love with someone, I feel like it can be simple. And honestly, the thing about me as a person is I love peace. I don't like arguments. I don't like troubles. I don't like struggle. I don't like, if I have to fight for something, right, I'm just not gonna do it, because I feel like if something is really meant to be, no, forget if meant to be, if something, no, maybe meant to be, it can go different ways, but if something is meant to be, let's just say meant to be, then I don't think you should have to fight for it. If I'm in love with someone, we can still get into disagreements and talk about that in the correct way, right? We don't have to, you're not gonna agree with everything with everybody. Some things you're not gonna agree about. That's fine. You can still love someone, be an adult, sit down, have that simple conversation, feed each other's brains, learn from that situation, and move on. People think when you're in a relationship that you have to get, when you getting cheated on is like, it's just a part of that phase, a part of that love life. No, that's not regular. See, this is how I look at it. If you're in a relationship with somebody, or if you're in that stage with somebody and they go do that, breaking the vows that you had, I believe that should say enough for you, right? People think that you have to fight for all of these things that are very simple, but for me, it actually is simple. If you're gonna be in my life, right, and we're gonna argue 24/7, we're gonna constantly disagree 24/7, I don't want you in my life. I want somebody in my life who can actually be an adult, right? And this is not just girlfriend or boyfriend, girlfriend. This is not just for relationships with people. This is anything in life as far as a bond with somebody. For me, it could be friends, family, or a lover. But I don't think things should have. Love is way easier than what we make it seem. If you look at the Tyler Perry movies, it's always an altercation with love, right? These couples, they go through these hard situations, they're in love, blah, blah, blah. They go through something, they may break up for a while, they both go on separate journeys, they figure it out, get back together, and then they're in love again. But in my opinion, you can go through that together the correct way, the healthy way, and still be in love. Y'all make love seem way harder than what it is. If you are in a relationship with somebody, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I'm not married, I don't have kids, I don't have a girlfriend, nothing like that. I'm just saying, when that time does come and everything falls into place, this is a mindset that I have, right? And I'm only 20 years old. I'm subject to change, but the basis of this mindset that I have, most likely it's gonna stay the same, right? When you're in love with somebody, it should be easy. I read another tweet one day. It's crazy how these tweets just all of a sudden pop up in my head. But it was like, a relationship, love, it should be like going to the beach, right? Yeah, you gotta pack your bags. Yeah, you gotta put sunscreen on. Yeah, you gotta get food or prepare for the weather, but when you get to that beach, you enjoy it. A relationship should not be hard. It should not be hard work. It's not a job. You should not have to be getting into all these altercations. And the thing that a lot of people won't accept is that a lot of the things that we're in right now are not meant to be. A lot of people, that I know, are in relationships and it's problems 24/7. It's this, it's that, all the time. And I don't even like when people, sometimes it's best for a lot of people not to come to me for relationship advice. Why do I say that? Because oftentimes I'm gonna tell you to break up, because us as humans, I don't know why, we just adapt to struggle so much that we apply that to everything we do. You get in a relationship with somebody and it's constantly battle struggles 24/7. You stick it through because, yes, we stick it through because, for one, you love that person, and for two, oftentimes people just think of it as a phase, like, okay, we're going through this right now, but we'll be fine later on. So many people are going to disagree with me on this, but I honestly don't care. Love can be super easy. You can be in a relationship with somebody and never get in an argument. And of course, there are going to be the adults that say, well, you're only 20 years old. You've never actually been in a relationship. Like, what if bills come into play, kids come into play? Well, I'm sorry for all the older people who have been in these like horrible relationships and y'all have struggled. May God bless y'all. I hope the gray hairs from that relationship fall out your your head. But me, I just know that I'm not gonna take myself through that in the first place, right? I feel like if someone cannot be an adult with me and converse with me and learn from me, we learn from each other, we understand both each other's points of view, then it's just not gonna work. Yes, you can love somebody to the fullest, but that doesn't mean it is meant to be. Love is easy. Stop forcing it. And I think a lot of people don't know these things. A lot of people don't believe that this is true because they've never had. I've been in plenty of situations where everything was calm, everything was chill, everything came to an understanding. There's some people I have never gotten into an argument with ever because we were both able to put our pride to the side. We were both able to talk to each other. We were both able to have these uncomfortable conversations, right? We were both able to solve things the way things should be solved. Some people want to fight for love. Go ahead, warrior, boom, boom, firepower, like do what you want to do. But I'm telling y'all, it's so simple. Love is not hard. I feel like when the right person comes for you, you should feel that, right? I feel like if someone loves you enough, they would. This is just how I love. Once again, not everybody loves like this, but if I love someone, friend or whatever, I'm gonna want the most. I'm gonna want to offer them the most peace that I can offer them, right? If I come into somebody's life, I want to make their life easier. That's the reason I came into their life. I don't want anybody to be able to say Brian came into my life and he was a burden. Brian came into my life and made my life harder. I want people to be able to say, yeah, ever since I met him, things have been so smooth, right? When that person comes in your life, you'll know it. And that person is going to own up to their responsibility of bringing you peace. That person is going to own up to the responsibility of making you a better person, as long as you're willing to learn as well. One thing that I've always joked about and always said is that come healed. And that means like come ready, come with no problem. And people think I literally mean come with no problems, right? And this could be for a friend, a companion. I mean, like this could be for any type of relationship that life has to offer. But no, I don't mean literally come healed, because not everybody is healed 100%. I might not be healed in certain ways that I don't even know yet until I get into that situation that makes me realize I'm not healed. But when I say come healed, I mean come knowing that you may have something you need to work on. You may have some healing to do, but you're able to change, right? You're able to heal. That's what I say when I mean, that's what I mean when I say come healed. And that, it just makes love easy. Love is so easy. Arguments do not have to happen. Getting cheated on and all that do not have to happen. Sometimes you just have to be realistic with yourself. Put yourself first, right? Your mental health first, and realize that a lot of the people you may run into that you want to love, it's not meant to be. I feel like it's more that I want to talk about, but 13 minutes recording is crazy. Love is easy.
Yeah. Speaking from the heart, I mean in everything I said. I was all for you, the mother hoes got left on red. You don't need no place to stay, you live inside my head.